Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Going to read through the full article here, links in the description. Pretty grim. Virginia man admits to murdering and beating and starving of his 7-year-old step-grandson. Cops said he thought the victim would just come out of it. And here is the scumbag in question, John Robert Ebel. So the article tells us that a 51-year-old man in Virginia this week admitted to his role in the chilling death of his 7-year-old step-grandson. Prosecutors say the victim was beaten, starved, and even sexually abused by a member of his family before his death last year. Appearing in Franklin Circuit Court on Tuesday, this scumbag John Robert Ebel formally pleaded guilty to 1 count of second-degree murder in the death of Hunter Wayne Cumby. So he's admitted guilt of murder, second-degree murder. At the time of his brutal death, Hunter Wayne Cumby, the boy, lived with his maternal grandmother, Alice Marie Ebel, who was married to this scumbag, John. Hunter, the boy, and 2 of his siblings moved in with their grandparents after their father reportedly died by suicide in 2019. The kid's mother, Lois Delp, reportedly said she was unable to properly care for the children following her husband's death. So that kind of thing happens, you know, it's enough to destroy somebody, a partner's suicide. So that's kind of understandable, but so tragic that the children were put in the hands of this murderer. Back to the article, Alice Ebel and Dakota Cumby, Hunter's uncle, are also facing charges stemming from allegations of horrid mistreatment against the little boy. Alice is facing 1 count of child abuse resulting in serious injury and 1 count of cruelty or injury to a child. Dakota is facing 1 count of aggravated sexual battery of a victim under the age of 13. Trigger warning, you might not want to listen to any further. 2 counts of sodomy against a victim under the age of 13 and 5 counts of possession of child pornography. So these guys are a sick bunch. John Ebel, again, the scumbag that has admitted guilt to second-degree murder of 7-year-old Hunter. John Ebel, on June the 30th, 2021, reportedly brought Hunter to Carilion Franklin Memorial Hospital with severe injuries. The grandparent reportedly told the medical team treating Hunter that he sustained his injuries in a fall and had contracted an illness of some kind, but hospital personnel contacted the Franklin County Sheriff's Office and notified authorities about the suspicious nature of Hunter's wounds. So good on the medical team there for taking action, reporting the mistreatment of this boy. The hospital also reportedly noted that Hunter appeared to be emaciated, weighing only 37 pounds. That's ridiculous. Alice reportedly tried to blame the boy's gaunt appearance on an obscure medical condition, but hospital officials noted that she did not appear to be telling the truth. Due to the nature of his injuries, Hunter was airlifted to Carilion Roanoke Memorial Hospital. Apologies for the pronunciation. But despite doctors' efforts, Hunter succumbed to his wounds 2 days later and was pronounced dead on Friday, July the 2nd, 2021. An autopsy was performed by the Roanoke Medical Examiner's Office, which determined that the boy's death was a homicide caused by blunt force trauma to the head. John Ebel, this scumbag, the first of the trio to be arrested for Hunter's death, was taken into custody on July the 7th, 2021. John Ebel was booked again on October the 5th after a new indictment came down. Prosecutors allege that after Hunter moved in with his grandparents, the adults subjected him to various forms of abuse and punishment. Such punishment predominantly included starving the child for days at a time and physically abusing him if he was caught trying to sneak meals. He would also reportedly be whipped with a belt when he wet the bed at night. John Ebel, the scumbag, reportedly delivered the fatal blow to Hunter after returning home from work on June the 29th. Prosecutors said Alice told John that Hunter was acting up, and John responded by striking him in the head, probably with a closed hand. Hunter reportedly lost consciousness that evening and remained unresponsive through the night until being brought to the hospital the next morning. John Ebel, the scumbag, reportedly told police that he expected Hunter to just come out of it on his own. John Ebel, the scumbag, is currently scheduled to be sentenced on April the 28th. Alice's trial is currently scheduled to begin on February the 24th. Court records show, and Dakota's trial is scheduled for March the 14th. So there's the full article. Again, there's a link in the description if you want to go through that again. I know it can get a little bit dry listening to all of the details, but what an absolute fucking evil piece of shit. Scumbag. Deserves the death penalty in a heartbeat. How dare this piece of shit murder, torture and murder, starve for days. I've looked this up before, haven't I? Virginia death penalty. You fucking bunch of pussy assholes, pardon my French. You did have the death penalty in Virginia until 2021. So you've ended it. That's disappointing. I'm genuinely angry about that. Scum like this, and let's not forget the other members of the family. It tells us here the grandmother was complicit. Dakota, the 7-year-old boy's Hunter's uncle, was complicit. Seemingly, again, trigger warning, seemingly the boy was raped, anally raped, and seemingly the uncle had possession of child pornography. Fucking sick. I'm going to use the C word, pardon me. Sick cunts. This whole family seemingly are sick cunts. I will not include the mother in that. Seemingly, according to this article, obviously I have no real idea, but seemingly the mother felt that she wasn't capable of properly caring for her children. And that in itself is, I don't know, I think that would, my take on it, could be wrong, you may disagree. That takes an amount of bravery to admit that. If that is the case, and if she genuinely felt that she was putting the children, not just Hunter, but Hunter's 2 siblings as well, if she genuinely thought that she was putting them in a safe environment, then I can respect that. But I guess we have to question whether she ought to have known better. Perhaps she did know better. The article isn't telling us what happened with the other siblings. I think I might skim read that again. No, the article isn't giving us any information in regards to Hunter's siblings that also moved in with their grandparents at the same time. So let's hope that they didn't suffer the same extensive abuse that Hunter did. And let's presume that they're now under the care of the state, under a ward of the state, or with other family or such. But yeah, what a fucking sick, evil cunt. Pardon my French. And again, the uncle too, and this cunt's wife. I would fucking bring back the death penalty for these guys.